So, although metal detecting sometimes a little isolating, it can be a lonely sport. At times like this, when people are worried about contagious diseases and stuff like that, there's probably no better hobby. I mean, it gets you out of the house, but you don't go to where there are large crowds unless it's a convention. How often does that happen, right? So, something to consider taking up if you think you're going to be trapped inside for the next 2 months. It's something you can still go out and do and still be safe. Anyway, I wanted to show you something that is not good for the hobby. Have a look at this. Now that's not my dig. That dig is it's been rained on at least once, so it looks like it might be a week or so old. So someone dug a plug here and couldn't even be bothered to fill it in correctly, put pine needles over it. Not even a very good plug, which is forgivable since there's no grass here. But at the very least, they should have patched it up tightly and covered it. That's one thing they did wrong. Here's the other thing. That was their target. This can's been buried. It's easy to see. So whoever dug this target didn't like what they found and they just threw it on the ground. Please don't do that. If you're going to take up this hobby, dig your plugs neat and pack out your trash. It's very easy. You have a bag, put your trash in. I mean, I understand if you dig something huge that you can't cart out, fine. No one expects you to be the local janitor, but it's one can. Pack it out, get it out of here. And furthermore, I'm in a public park right next to the road. This is not a good place to be making a mess, It's not like we're way back in the woods and no one's going to see it. Anyway, I'm going to patch this up and hopefully we'll find something. This is the area where I found the 1892 Indian head, which is right back there in the woods. And then over here we found that little sterling silver pin with the date 1927 on it. So, I mean, I've hunted this ground heavily before, but not really with this big coil. So, managed to get away after work, and we maybe have an hour of light. So, I'll patch this up real quick, and then I'm going to putter around here, see if we can pick up a couple more pines. All right, let me clean up this mess. Well, I had about 4 or 5 signals next to this big tree. And it was bottle cap after bottle cap after bottle cap. So I was getting a little discouraged. And then I had one last target. And it's this shiny little button back of some kind. See it? So I figured, oh, okay, another piece of junk. And then I wiped it and it became very shiny. So I figured, oh, stainless or chrome plated, but nope. It says sterling on it. I'm not sure what it went to. The rest of whatever it was doesn't seem to be in there. I will silver test this when I get home. Right now, it says sterling, so I'm going to assume that as an company name, maybe it really is sterling. I don't know. It looks more like chrome to me. Just doesn't have that sterling look. So this could be a false alarm, but whew, beats all the junk I've been finding. We'll check that when we get back to the house. Whew, trying to get out of the wind here. Find a spot where the wind isn't blowing on me. So I'm back at Larper Land today, just messing around. It is Saturday, I believe it is March 21st. California, Connecticut, most of New York, parts of New Jersey, I think, are all on lockdown. Massachusetts is not on lockdown yet, so I can still get out. Technically speaking, even on lockdown, I can't do any harm out here. I'm not going to run into anybody who's sick, and if I'm sick, there's nobody here for me to spread it to, and it isn't like a grocery store where I'm going to put my hands and things on surfaces, but whatever, when the lockdown for Massachusetts comes, and it will, I will obey it, but in the meantime, get out while I can. Just had a very interesting target. Have a look at this. Now, it kind of looks like a general service button, doesn't it? Eagle with a shield. look at the gilt on it. I mean, it looks really new. So maybe it's a civilian button. Maybe it is new. It's very pretty. And it has a brass back. It's a two-piece. And on the back it says Evans and Company, Attleboro, Massachusetts. So I don't know how old this is. If it really is a general service two-piece brass back button, then it could be from the 1860s, but it looks way too new for that. So I think it might just be a civvy button from more recently, maybe the turn of the century. But I'm going to ask my friends when I get a chance, and we'll get more information about this. But that is not a find I expected to make here, of all places. I mean, I've been here for about 2 hours, and so far, all I've unearthed is modern dime, modern penny, modern nickel, and a handful of LARPA coins and trash. So I've made my way into the far back field. I've never found anything old here, but I've never swung on it with the 15-inch coil. So I think we're going to putter in here a little bit. All right, back to it. I didn't think I was going to shoot any more video today. Just wasn't having any luck. But, surprise. That's a silver Washington, for sure. I got excited because it had the right depth to it. As you can see. Ooh, this side's all dark. Can't see a date. Alright, I'll break out the Chuckin squirt. Whoops. Hang on. Alright, you ready? Looks like 1944. Yep. We got ourselves a 1944 silver quarter. And I do see a mint mark. Let's clean it up a little bit. See the mint? It's a D. 1944 D. Silver Washington. I'll take it. I really wasn't expecting to find anything today, any silver or anything. But I got a deep and peepee. You know, had a couple deep signals today. They turned out to be junk, but this one is definitely worth digging. All right. It's a little chilly out here. I'm starting to get sniffly. All right. Probably going to go back home soon. Nice to round out the day, though, with a little bit of a shiny. Well, that's my favorite caterpillar. It's a little woolly bear. And I'm really surprised that he's out and active, given it's like 40 degrees. It's cold. I'm afraid he's going to get picked off by a bird or something. He's definitely alive. Boop. Hey, little guy, come here. I won't hurt you. There we go. There, he did that thing where he curls up into a ball. These are my favorite caterpillars. Always loved these when I was a kid. I don't know what kind of bug they turned into. Some kind of moth, I think. Alright, I don't want the birds to get him. So, maybe I should, like, move him over there into the tall grass underneath the thing. He's out here in the open right now. Or maybe I should bring him to the edge of the woods. Still some sun there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. All right, little fella. Here we go. All right, put you right there. I can't even see him through the camera. Oh, there he is. All right. Well, he's sitting in the sun now. I should warm him up. Cold day to be a caterpillar. Hopefully he'll be all right. Yeah, I can see my breath. It's getting chillier. It's like past 5. I really should go. Got a little bit of a sniffle going on. A little bit of a sore throat, so. This cold is getting to me. So, all right. See you later. Oh, man. Okay. In here I go. There we go. Whew. Well, now it's time on Chuckin Dirt when we wrap up. So let's wrap up. All right. A lot of stuff. But let's see. We got 2 LARPer hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 LARPer 10s. 3 LARPer 1s. 2 Steam and Cinders Queen's Ounce coins. 2 of the Asian LARPer tokens. That's all the LARPer coins of the day. So that's quite a bit. 5, 7, 9, plus another 8. 17 LARPer coins. Crazy. And we got Clad. 6 pennies. Nothing spectacular there. 1 modern nickel, 1 modern dime, 5 modern quarters. So yeah, about $1.40 or so in change there. Then we have that lovely button with the incredible gilt on it. It looks too fresh, I think, to be old. But we'll look into it. We'll find out. And we got a lovely 1944D silver Washington quarter. So we got a little silver today for our efforts. Lots of junk, some of it weird. I found a clock that was in the woods, in the pine needles. Light bulb, also in the woods. This sounded pretty good until I dug it. Looks like an alligator clip. Big piece of lead pipe, sounded good. Some bolts, things, bottle caps, pull tabs, rusty stuff, foil. Your usual junk. And a little unusual junk. Anyway, that's par for the course. You always find something weird. Alright, I'm satisfied. I had a good time. Honestly, I was a little nervous about coming out with all the disease floating around, but being out here in the middle of nowhere with nobody else around is probably the best place to be. But now I'm going to go back home. Mrs. Chuckin Dirt is making mac and cheese and beans. And boy, that sounds good right about now. Some nice, salty, warm protein. Yum yums. Alright, well, I hope you had fun on this little hunt. I enjoyed having you along with me. I hope you'll hit that like button and subscribe if you hadn't already. And most of all, I hope I will see you on the next hunt. This is getting a little out of hand. I'm really running out of room in my LARPer treasure chest. And every single time I go back there, there is more LARPer treasure. The numbered one's going to go over here. That's a numbered one that goes over here. That's a Queen's Ounce, goes over there. Queen's Ounce goes over there. The Asian one, well, it's broken, that's too bad. Goes over there. Now what else we got? Oh, we got more. Okay. Numbered. Wait. Yeah, that's a number 1. Numbered. Let's go in there. Asian goes there. Numbered. Big ol' 100. Okay, the numbered ones aren't going in this box anymore. No, that's it. Hecus. This one's overflowing. I'm going to have to figure something out. Maybe I'll move the shiny coins into the jewelry box. Boy, oh boy. Only I could find real money with as much frequency as I seem to find the fake money. I might actually have some money. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. All right. Time to go detecting. Well, that's interesting. There's something you don't dig very often in the USA. Thick, huh? This is a British coin, year 2000. Got Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mum on this side. And then on the other side, £1. This is a pound coin, which I believe means that given the exchange rate, it's probably worth $2 face. Something like that. Anyway, it's pretty cool. Certainly didn't expect to dig a British pound coin here in Larperland, which is where I am today. Haven't really had much luck today. I tried some areas that were very likely to have low yield, but they were areas I hadn't really hit very hard with this coil. And I knew they were low traffic areas, but I tried them anyway. And as you might imagine, yeah, I found doodly squat. But I feel better now. That's a nice find. It's not rare, it's not unusual, but it's not unusual to be loved by anyone. Anyway, yeah. Okay. This may be the only clip from today. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.